Karael Castle rises, a stark silhouette against a somber sky, waves pounding the cliffs like the beat of a war drum. Its stone walls, weathered by time and conflict, stand as a testament to enduring strength and profound isolation. High on the battlements, Lord Beran stands, a solitary figure against the vast, turbulent sea. His gaze sweeps the horizon, a silent vigil over his domain, the weight of his responsibilities etched in his stance. Shadows writhe in the dimly lit hall of Karael Castle, an eerie silence hanging heavy in the air. Beran, a warrior etched with battles, sits on a crude throne, his gaze a storm of memories and resolve. Grim-faced warriors surround Beran, their silence a shield against the unknown, their loyalty unwavering. The air crackles with unspoken tension, a tangible weight pressing down on every soul in the hall. In his chambers, Ali is surrounded by maps and scrolls, his young face etched with worry. The weight of responsibility seems to crush him as he pores over ancient texts. Shadows dance across his troubled features, hinting at the burdens he carries. The flickering candlelight casts long shadows, mirroring the turmoil within Ali. Under the harsh sun, Ali clashes with a seasoned warrior, steel ringing on steel. Ali's movements are precise, yet lack the brutal, visceral intensity of a true predator. Each parry, each strike, is a dance of skill, but devoid of ruthless intent. From the edge of the training grounds, Beran observes, his gaze a silent, judging presence. Beran's face remains an impassive mask, betraying nothing of his thoughts or expectations. The fight continues, a stark contrast between Ali's refined technique and the warrior's raw power. Inside Karael Castle's great hall, a lavish feast unfolds amidst echoing laughter and vibrant music. Amidst the revelry, Beran stands isolated, his piercing gaze sweeping across the court. Suspicion clouds Beran's face as his eyes search the crowd, seeking hidden threats. The joyous music contrasts sharply with the silent scrutiny of the king. Beran's vigilance casts a shadow over the otherwise festive atmosphere of the hall. Moonlight paints the forest floor with dancing shadows, a silent observer to the clandestine gathering. Nobles cloaked in shadow, their faces obscured, gather in hushed tones, a symphony of dissent. Ali stands amidst the rebellious fervor, the air vibrating with unspoken defiance and hushed plots. The forest holds its breath, the fate of nobles hanging in the balance under the watchful eye of the moon. Inside Beran's dimly lit chamber, shadows dance wildly around him, a single candle struggling against the encroaching darkness. Beran unfolds the tightly rolled parchment, its secrets about to be revealed in the flickering candlelight. His brow furrows deeply as he absorbs the message, Ali's clandestine meetings detailed in every line. Suspicion begins to etch itself onto Beran's face, the parchment seeming to pulse with unspoken treachery. Beran's jaw tightens, his eyes narrowing as he rereads certain phrases, each word a hammer blow to his trust. His expression hardens with each line, the weight of betrayal settling heavily upon him in the silent chamber. Torches flicker, casting eerie shadows in Karael Castle's great hall, where silent courtiers watch a drama unfold. Guards stand like statues as tension fills the air, every eye fixed on the confrontation. Beran stands, his face a rigid mask of fury, his eyes burning into Ali. The silence is deafening, the anticipation palpable as the scene simmers with unspoken threats. Beran's voice cuts through the stillness, a command laced with venom. Speak. In Karael Castle's great hall, Ali stands defiant, his eyes searching for understanding amidst the palpable tension. The air crackles, charged with unspoken accusations and the weight of past betrayals. His voice rings out, desperate and earnest. I never betrayed you. I just didn't want to become like you, Ali confesses, his words echoing in the vast hall. Inside Karael Castle's dungeon, Ali sits in darkness, the damp cell amplifying his isolation. Days bleed into weeks as Ali is consumed by his thoughts and regrets. The cold stone walls echo with the silence of his solitude, a stark reminder of his fate. Shadows dance around him, each flicker a testament to the passage of time and the weight of his burdens. In Karael Castle, Beran's chamber is a stage for his torment. Beran paces, his heavy steps echoing his inner turmoil. Each step is a burden, weighed down by doubt and regret. He imprisons his son. The weight of his choice is a visible agony, etched deep in his eyes. His soul is a storm of remorse and self-reproach. The towering Karael Castle looms as Ali is led out, stripped of title and possessions. A prisoner, he is banished from his home, his eyes reflecting a storm of loss and defiance. Each step away from the castle is a stark echo of his fall from grace. The cold stone beneath his bare feet is a bitter reminder of his new reality. Alone, Ali treads a desolate mountain pass, each footstep an echo in the stark silence. He pauses, gazing back at Karael Castle, a distant silhouette against the vast sky. The castle looms, a haunting reminder of a lost inheritance. Wind whips around him, whispering tales of what was and what could have been. A solitary figure against the immensity of the mountains, Ali is lost in reflection. In Karael Castle's great hall, Beran sits isolated, the vast space around him accentuating his solitude. The hall stands empty, each echoing silence amplifying Beran's sense of utter loneliness. He is a figure of power, yet the echoing hall mocks his isolation. The heavy shadows stretch, mirroring the weight of his crown and the emptiness within. Every rustle and whisper in the castle seems to taunt him with his solitude. Beran sits alone, a king in his castle, yet imprisoned by his own isolation. Years later, a weathered Ali toils as a fisherman in a quaint, sun-drenched village, his past veiled in the salty air. The lines on his face tell tales of hardship and resilience, a stark contrast to the youthful innocence he once possessed. Each cast of his net is a meditation, a silent battle against the ghosts of his former life. His hands, rough and calloused, bear witness to a life reborn from the ashes of tragedy. The sea, once a symbol of loss, now sustains him, its vastness mirroring the depth of his solitude. In this new life, Ali seeks solace and anonymity, a fisherman lost in the rhythm of the waves. Inside the dimly lit tavern, shadows dance with the warm glow of candlelight, illuminating rough-hewn tables and boisterous travelers. Ali sits alone, a solitary figure nursing his ale, the weight of isolation heavy on his shoulders. Murmurs of conversations fill the air, punctuated by bursts of laughter, a stark contrast to Ali's quiet contemplation. Around him, travelers animatedly recount their journeys, their faces alight with tales of adventure and distant lands. Snippets of information about Karael Castle and the ruthless Lord Beran drift through the tavern, adding to the tense atmosphere. The tavern, a haven for some, becomes a stage for Ali's silent struggle against an unseen enemy. Years later, Karael Castle stands aged, mirroring its master's decline. Beran, old and frail, his silhouette etched against the skyline, stands watch. His weary gaze sweeps across the distant horizon, a lifetime etched in his eyes. Stone crumbles under his touch, each weathered brick a testament to time's passage. The castle, once a symbol of power, now echoes with the silence of bygone eras. Beran remains, a solitary figure against the vast expanse, guarding memories. In Beran's dimly lit chamber, shadows writhe on stone walls as the ailing king coughs, his body racked with violent spasms. Beran's face is gaunt, his skin stretched tight over bone, a stark testament to his failing health. A servant attends to Beran, their movements precise and efficient, yet devoid of warmth or tenderness. The air hangs heavy with the scent of illness and decay, a palpable sense of mortality permeating the room. Each cough echoes in the chamber, a stark reminder of Beran's weakening grip on life and power. The dim light casts long, dancing shadows, turning the room into a stage for Beran's final act. Dust devils swirl in the village square, the parched earth reflecting the harsh sun. Ali, hardened but with idealism flickering in his eyes, observes the soldiers. Soldiers in worn uniforms roughly shove villagers, their faces grim and unforgiving. A dark memory flashes across Ali's face, a muscle twitching in his clenched jaw. His fists tighten, a silent vow forming amidst the chaos of the village. Beneath the moonlit canopy, Ali stands silhouetted against the ancient trees, a figure lost in the heart of the forest. Moonlight paints the forest floor, casting long, dancing shadows around him. His face, etched with the weight of unspoken burdens, reflects a storm of emotions. The desire for vengeance clashes with a profound yearning for tranquility, a battle waged in the depths of his eyes. The forest watches, silent and still, as Ali confronts the ghosts of his past in the quiet of the night. In Beran's chamber, torchlight dances across the grim faces of warriors gathered around their dying king. Beran lies pale on his deathbed, regret carving deep lines around his mouth. Flickering shadows fill the room, hinting at the lingering ghost of Beran's son. The warrior's eyes reflect both sorrow and the weight of the kingdom's fate. Dust devils swirl around Karael Castle's ancient stones, a silent witness to the drama unfolding. Ali receives urgent news, his face a canvas of conflicted emotions as he clutches the parchment. The words sink in. His father is dying, each syllable a hammer blow to his soul. A storm brews behind Ali's eyes, torn between duty and a past he can't escape. He pauses, the weight of the summons heavy on his shoulders, unsure whether to return home. Against the backdrop of Karael Castle, Ali's silhouette stands out, a lone figure facing imposing walls. Flickering torchlight dances on ancient battlements, casting eerie shadows that twist like restless spirits. He watches, his expression a mask, unreadable beneath the veil of night and shadow. A shift occurs, a resolve hardening his features, chiseling his face into a determined visage. The castle looms, a silent witness as Ali steels his resolve, preparing for what lies ahead. Decision made, Ali's stance shifts, ready to confront the darkness within Karael Castle. Inside Beran's chamber, the air hangs heavy with impending silence. Ali enters as Beran draws his last breath, the room bathed in twilight. A fragile moment as their eyes meet, locking in a final, unspoken farewell. Beran's gaze softens, a flicker of peace in his fading eyes. The chamber falls still as Beran's spirit departs, leaving Ali in silent vigil. Dawn breaks over Karael Castle, painting the sky with hues of hope as Ali stands on the battlements. The vast sea stretches before him, mirroring the expanse of his newfound power and responsibility. As the Lord of Karael, he bears the weight of leadership, etched in the lines of his face. Echoes of his father's legacy whisper in the wind, a constant reminder of the past. Ali contemplates the future, his silhouette a solitary figure against the awakening world.